Hello and welcome back to the Supercoach Experience podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Savage, and today we bring to you an exclusive new show, The Cricket Show. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but we're here today in a nice little new setting. We're cozy. We're here on a nice, comfortable couch here in the headquarters. We're joined by my brother, Jack Savage. How are you, Jack?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Why did you put a bit of extra mayo on that?
I don't know.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
You said that at the start.
You just asked the same question.
So today's purpose of today's cricket show is going to be to talk about World Cup cricket.
World Cup.
World Cup.
What's that one?
Oh, it feels weird doing a podcast right here where I should just be relaxing.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm pretty relaxed.
Well, that's good for you. We're going to talk some World Cup cricket. We're going to talk some first-class cricket, and we're going to talk a bit of old-school cricket as well. Firstly, Jack, you play a bit of cricket, do you?
Yeah, just a little bit. Second grade village cricket.
Yeah, and what's your best memory of cricket? No, I've given you a list, not that list, but best memory of cricket, you
Another
playing
memory.
yourself.
Jeez. Look, winning 4 grand finals in a row is pretty good.
Do you call yourselves the Penrith Panthers?
No, because they haven't won 4.
Well, they could.
But they
They
haven't.
could. So you won 4 in a row.
Yes.
Are you still undisputed?
No,
Did you lose last year?
we lost last
Oh,
season.
Jesus. How'd that happen?
Well, we didn't get... They chased down the runs.
Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. Nice insight. So what's your favourite memory? Is that it? Come on,
That's
individual accolades.
Individual would have to be scoring a century.
Would you prefer to score a century or 4 grand finals in a win in a row? But in them 4 grand finals, you score no more than 50,
What? 50 runs.
like in a single game.
That's terrible.
But you win the grand finals.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
I'd take the century any day.
You want to say the grand finals?
Nah, I'd take the century.
But you're selfish.
I'd take the century though.
Yeah, but you're a bowler.
I see myself as a batsman.
Yeah,
That can bowl. That can bowl pretty good.
Righto.
Yeah, right. So we're going to talk about some first-class cricket today, some World Cup cricket today, and talk about some of our favourite moments from cricket in general. So I want you to name your top 3 cricket moments of all time. So international stage, T20 stage, ODI stage, whatever stage you want to talk about. Tell me your top 3 moments that you remember.
Well, mine all come from Test cricket because I just think that's the pinnacle of cricket.
Yep.
I'm not a huge fan of T20 cricket. I don't mind ODI cricket, but Test cricket for me.
ODI cricket's kind of losing its way a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, because people are just going around earning money playing these little tournaments.
Fair enough, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get paid for it, do it. I mean, I would if I was good enough.
Would you rather see, just before you get your list up, would you rather see more players take the money and let the ODI fizzle out, or let cricket as a brand fizzle out and they still play ODI? I think I'd rather see the T20 circuit happen.
I would never want to see cricket fizzle out.
No, but at the expense of ODI cricket, I think it's probably headed that way.
Well, I don't think they're not playing as much ODI cricket now. Like, they'll play here and there, but Australia haven't played a game. Well, they obviously just played a few now, but, like, they don't play many games at all.
You're very good talking on the mic, just so you know.
Am I actually?
Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, shut up.
All right, so tell me your top 3 cricketing moments that you've witnessed.
Well, I was at this game.
I feel like there's going to be one moment where both of us have the same thing, by the way.
Was when Ricky Ponting and Michael Clark had their partnership, the time Michael Clark scored 300. That was one of my favourite moments, just seeing all those runs scored on that one day.
Yeah.
That was just really good.
So Ponting scored about 150 or something. Clark went on to score 300 the next day. What did he score at that day?
No, he ended up on 250 on
Nice.
that first day.
I think
He started on 47, so that's a pretty good day.
we were there that day. What number is that for you?
Number one.
Oh, you're supposed to start at 3.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Number 3.
You're supposed to build up to that moment.
Well,
But yeah, we were there that day, and I think that the thing that brings the shine off this one is not good pun.
I wasn't listening.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. No stickers on the bat.
Yeah, that too. Like, Michael Clark was at the top of his game.
Yeah, and I think he went from Slazenger, and from the Boxing Day test, something happened, lost the sponsor, and Spartan jumped on board real quick after that one.
Yeah, he only had no stickers for one match.
And that match, Jesus, he made a statement, didn't he?
He did.
Number 2.
I mean, these moments are all pretty similar to me. Like, they're not 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
They're just what I love about Test cricket. Just these moments.
Yep.
Steve Smith coming back from his suspension, scoring the twin tons.
Oh,
in the Ashes.
that's a good moment. I didn't have that, but I think that's a great moment.
That is a great moment. Just watching that, I don't believe that he should have got the 12 months, but
He got 2 years, didn't he?
no, it was only 12 months.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
yeah, that was up there, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think he should have got 12 months, and, he's a great of our time, and I think he's lost out on a lot of cricket because of that. It's held him back quite a bit.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Mitchell Johnson's 2013-14 Ashes
Oh,
series.
Jesus, I missed some good ones here.
That, just his bowling was just unreal.
He was unstoppable.
Unreal. And special mention to Ryan Harris that series too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't... He bowled outstanding too.
I never rated him at the time, but he's the
No.
kind of guy that after he left, you just kind of appreciated him.
100%.
The role he played with Mitchell Johnson at the other end, like he was the perfect counter bowler for Mitchell Johnson. You had some good moments there. I think another special mention to Mitch Starc in the 2015 World Cup.
Yes.
Even the 2019 World Cup, he was so good.
Mitchell Johnson with the white ball.
Yeah,
Mitchell Starc.
Mitchell
sorry.
Starc with the white ball. I have a feeling he's going to carve up again this series, even though they're in India. But he was lethal through that 2015 series, and I just remember, I think I was out every time Australia were playing, and I just look on the screen. Mitchell Starc was bowling. I'd have to stop there and watch for 5 minutes while he was bowling every time because he was just swinging the ball, hooping. But
Definitely.
we'll do my top 3. My number 3 is Peter Siddle's hat-trick on his birthday. I'm not a massive fan of Peter Siddle.
Was it the hat-trick or the commentary?
Oh, Jesus. I'm not a massive fan of Peter Siddle, and as a bowler, I kind of thought he was a bit annoying, but he had a bit of ticker about him, and that hat-trick on his birthday, I think the commentating ruined it, though.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Mark Taylor's part in it. So,
I thought that was
no,
the
Mark
good part.
Nicholas. Mark Nicholas. So,
Oh, yeah.
Mark Taylor goes, he's got a hat-trick on his birthday.
And then he goes, hang on.
Not yet, he hasn't. I think that ruined it, but the commentary at the same time also made it so special. And the
Definitely.
crowd, him just doing that gorilla bloody scream, that was awesome. Number 2, Michael Clark's 3 wickets against India to finish that game. I think it was around about 2012.
I think it was earlier than that.
Maybe earlier than that.
I'm pretty sure that was like 2008.
You're probably right. I just remember Ishant Sharma coming in and he could barely hold his helmet on his head, like he was trying to look through the grill.
Yeah, his chin strap wasn't there very well.
I was watching this on TV live, and it just didn't look like we were going to win. And then when Michael Clark got the ball, it was very exciting because I loved him as a bowler at the time.
Oh, he should have bowled himself more, 100%.
I think so. And then that last wicket, just he was doing things in them divots, and Ishant Sharma looking up to the umpire, just that's so funny.
Smashed it, mate. Walk off.
Yeah. And number one, no shock, Michael Clark's 329. I think for us, because we were here in Sydney when it happened.
Yeah.
Whereas Matthew Hayden's 380 when it happened, it was over in Zimbabwe or some shit.
No, it was here. That was here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, we'll have to Google that, but it wasn't in Sydney.
No.
It wasn't in Sydney.
No. And it was against Zimbabwe.
Yeah, and it was against Zimbabwe. So they're my top 3 cricketing moments of all time. We're going to move on to some first-class cricket, and Jake Fraser McGurk, he's got the fastest century from a List A player in 29 balls. So for people who listen because of Supercoach, he came off last year with an 18.3 average in Supercoach, which means he'll come in this year batting at the top order at bottom price. Jack, what are your thoughts on Jake Fraser McGurk? Not as a Supercoach player, but do you think, he's been a prodigy for a couple of years now.
Yeah,
do you think he's going to finally come out into his shell? He looks like the kind of guy who's not scared to throw the willow
to take
around.
It on, like smashing Billy Stanlake, like that. That's not a small feat. Like he bowls pretty quick,
and he's a small bloke. Like
he's bowling good length, and it's hitting him in the chin.
Yeah, and no joke. That one of the sixes he hit to fine leg, it was just short of a length, and he got on the back foot and scooped it it was like a pull shot scoop.
Like that. I keep saying like, damn. That innings.
I say like a lot too. I say a lot.
Yeah, that innings.
Just be confident with what you say.
Yeah, I am. I just keep saying that word.
Oh, okay.
That innings was just unreal. Like.
Did you watch it, or you watch the highlights at least?
I was watching a little bit of it.
Yep.
I watched a little bit of it. Like I saw him get the 100.
Yeah.
And then I think I watched 3, maybe an over or 2, and he just kept trying to score runs.
The thing I like about it is it wasn't just everything he was trying to whack. Like, yeah, granted there were some ridiculous shots that came off for him, but there were some good cricket shots in there as well, like some big cover drives over cover for 6.
Yeah, but he didn't miss a shot. Like,
yeah,
he didn't look like he was going to get out.
Well, Tasmania set 435, and Jake Fraser McGurk come in, scored 100, and they lost. So he scored 100 in the losing side.
Yeah, but they got 398. Like, that is pretty close.
It's pretty good.
That's very good.
Pretty good from one day.
Good run chase. That's a lot of runs in one game.
Yeah, the pitch must have been... The pitch wasn't too bad. I think it was just the ground was just a little... Like, it was long on some ends, but it was pretty short on some other sides.
Yeah.
New South Wales lose to Queensland. Jack Nisbet makes his debut, gets 3 wickets. It's crazy what timing does for you. Hayden Kerr's out, so's Daniel Sams and a couple of other bowlers. Ryan Hadley's not available through injury, so that could have been Ryan Hadley's spot, but Jack Nisbet took it with both hands and got 3 for. Did you catch Nisbet?
No, I didn't really.
Oh, right.
I kind of watched the end of it. I watched a few overs at the end, and they didn't look like getting Richardson or Sandhu out.
Jesus Christ. If you can't get Richardson or Sandhu out.
But the defensive shot that I saw Richardson play looked like a batsman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he shouldn't be batting 11?
No.
He's
No.
a bit better than
I
that.
thought I thought Sandu's
Probably
a genuine 11.
Nah, Sandu used to be able to bat. I went to school with Sandu.
Yeah.
You went to school with his brother. We both went to school with both of them because we went to the same school.
I didn't. He wasn't in my year.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did he go to Westfields?
I don't know. He wasn't in my year.
Are you sure? He must have been younger than you.
Yeah.
But Gurindo was in my year, and because his last name is Sandu and my last name is Savage, he was always before me on the roll. I hated him in high school, though. He was annoying.
That's good to say.
He was always all right. Like, we were always friends and stuff, but people are annoying in high school. Like, everyone's annoying in high school. Even I was annoying in high school.
You're annoying now.
Yeah, I know. So they lose to Queensland. Jack Edwards. He's started really good. He scored 87 in the first game, got 3 for, and then he's got 4 for in this game.
He's been bowling really well.
Plays in the same team as Ryan Hadley, and he's pretty much said that he's worked on his bowling a lot, which you can tell, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, getting these wickets and batting pretty well. So hopefully he has a good season. Hopefully New South Wales have a good season. They didn't do too well last year.
They haven't done too well for the last few seasons, have they?
I think the season before that they made the final.
So Jack Edwards last season for Supercoach didn't play. So if he gets a spot in the Sixers side, he'll be a nice little. He started the season with 74K last year, so hopefully this season he comes into it and does really well. He'll be nice bottom price. So, Jack Edwards, Jake Fraser McGurk are nice Supercoach options, but we'll get to that when we talk about Supercoach. You're not a Supercoacher, are you?
No, not really.
You know about it though, eh?
I know about it. Not as much as you, obviously. I know it's there.
You ask me a lot about certain players in rugby league. You're like, what's he on? And I'll say like, I'll be really depressed if like Tommy Turbo's on a shit score, like I'll say 31, and then he'll always follow up with one question. What's the question?
As captain?
Yeah. And it's funny because like if I say he's on 31, obviously he's not 31 as captain. It's just an ongoing joke. Okay, the World Cup.
Yes.
Let's start with Australia's team. Do you think the team they've brought across is the right team?
Yes.
Yeah?
They're just not doing too well. I think their picks have been pretty good. Because who else would you put in there?
I agree. I think there's been a bit of scrutiny about whether they should have carried another spinner or not. Like, I think they've got the high-class spinners that they have. Like, they've got Zampa.
Yeah.
I think Maxwell in India isn't a terrible option.
And you got, like, Labuschagne can bowl some spin.
Like, who are you going to bring? Are you really going to drop someone like Cameron Green, which, argument that he probably doesn't deserve to be there anyway, but you're going to drop someone like him to put in someone who's not tested in the ODI arena, like Matthew Cunningham or something like that?
I wouldn't. Like, I think they've made the right decision in doing that. But there's always if they lose, there's always going to be scrutiny.
Yeah, that's it.
But it wasn't the bowling that let them down.
It was the batting.
It wasn't the bowling and the fielding.
Yeah.
Like, that was a huge wicket that Mitch Marsh dropped.
Yeah. Well, India chased down their 201 or 200 with 4 or 6 wickets in hand. Mitch Marsh got out in the first over, got out for a duck, and it was looking really bad then. But Steve Smith and Warner put on a nice little partnership, which, for a lot of this tournament, it's in India, and a lot of us aren't staying up to watch it when it's a work night. But I was able to watch majority of this partnership, and it was really good to watch Steve Smith and David Warner put on some runs, but they just didn't go on with it.
Well, Steve Smith got out by a good ball. Like, what can you do with that? Like, it just, I keep saying like again.
It's your first podcast, mate.
Yeah, it turned, hit the spot.
No, I've done a
straight into-
podcast before. You didn't fucking record it.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah, good ball.
It was a good ball. Warner, how did Warner get out?
He got caught and bowled by Yadav. It was kind of like,
yeah.
it was there to hit.
That was a weird one. That one.
Yeah. I feel like it could have been prevented, but at the same time, probably was the right shot to do, but you just get unlucky with them sometimes.
And Labuschagne, I don't know why you reviewed that. Smashed it.
And then just the rest of the side just didn't perform. In your opinion, should Cameron Green be batting over Alex Carey? Alex Carey is batting number 6. I love Alex Carey, and I love how he like kind of steers the ship when we're in trouble. But I think, why is Cameron Green in the side if he's batting lower than him?
Yeah, you're not wrong. If Carey isn't opening the batting, he should be below Cameron Green.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think Carey is the guy for ODIs?
Who would you put there?
I don't think Inglis is the guy either. I think
so.
they just need a guy who's happy to bat 7 or 8 and happy to go up or down the order as they please. I think Carey's probably the right guy.
I like Carey's batting. Like, I didn't.
You hated it for a long time.
I hated it.
It was annoying. It was annoying, but he
pick.
plays his role.
I don't rate his keeping as much as I rate his batting.
Yeah.
His batting has grown on me.
What? So would you put him up the top instead of Marsh?
No.
Would you have Labuschagne in the side? Would you have Stoinis there instead?
It's hard. Like, Stoinis, he can bowl like a couple of overs if you need him to.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd rather Stoinis there as a bowler than Green.
yeah.
But I like Green as a batsman in India. I think he does well in India.
Yeah.
I'd probably have both of them, to be honest, like just so they can share their overs.
Yeah.
We're not selectors though, and they're probably doing the right thing.
No, exactly. Well, this is just an opinion, mate.
Yeah, so their next game is sometime in the future.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
No. No, sorry, it's Thursday.
Thursday?
The 12th. Yep.
All right, let me just make sure of that. Thursday the 12th, Australia
South Africa.
Australia plays South Africa. South Africa have started well.
Yeah.
They started well
Against Sri Lanka.
against Sri Lanka. Quinton de Kock, 100 off 84. Rasi Ver Darson, 108. And Aidan Markram, record ton, 106 off 54. They're looking all right.
Yep.
And especially if Quinton de Kock is firing at the top. Bavuma doing well. The only person in the top 4 not to score 100. But yeah, they're dangerous if they fire, and I think it's been a long time coming for them.
I think so too. It's going to be sad when the Cock goes.
I really loved him as a player.
I know you love the Cock.
Yeah, he seriously.
No, I know.
I reckon he was my favourite player for a long time.
I know.
He probably still is, and like international player. I mean, Steve Smith and Mitchell Stark are always like my favourite bowler and batter.
Yeah.
But Quinton de Kock was not far behind them. World Cup, anything else? What's your predictions on it, on the winner, and how are Australia going to go?
The winner. It's actually real hard to pick. New Zealand have started off strong. South Africa started off strong. India
did what they can do.
I don't think it was their strongest performance. With the ball, they did pretty good. The bat, I mean, a few of them did pretty good, but they still gave too many chances that Australia didn't take.
Yeah.
So if Kohli got out, because they would have had 4-0.
Yeah.
The top 4-0. So
Did you see? I think it was like Star Cricket or like the host broadcaster for Indian cricket. They released like a top 11 players to look out for this World Cup tournament.
No, I haven't seen that.
Well, you should have a look at the list because there's 11 players. 7 of them were Indian. I think the top 3 were Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli in the top 3. And then there was like Bumrah, Ashwin, Yadav.
Yeah, but like someone like Virat Kohli, do you even have to put him on that list?
Who to watch out for? People are watching, brah. People are watching. People are watching. Okay.
Those lists should be for people that
Haven't played many ODI
haven't played
games.
many and you think are going to do good.
Yeah.
Because with Virat Kohli, you know he's not going to sit back and not,
Well, he's
not
either
do
going to do
anything.
good or he's going to like not live up to expectations. And
Yeah.
but people are watching regardless. So.
Still watching.
All right, I think that's it. Anything to bring up before we go?
I've got nothing. What have you got?
You've had nothing all episode, mate.
Hey.
What are you looking forward to most this summer?
This summer, the end. No, I'm kidding. They got
Jesus Christ, that's dark.
as in myself or
For cricket,
like international cricket.
anything.
Well, I want to get some runs myself. Haven't started off the
Well,
best.
well, something the listeners can look forward to too. Unless you're going to name the location of where you're batting and playing and they can go watch you.
I don't want anyone to come watch me. Well, we're versing the West Indies again in Test cricket
Ugh.
and Pakistan.
I think the Pakistan series will be all right.
That won't be too bad.
Do you remember the last one, though? Minus 200.
Was
Warner
that-
200.
Warner got 300.
No, there you go.
Or was that the last one?
And then Usman got shitload of runs.
Did he?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. But I know Warner got 300 and it was a bit of a whitewash.
Yeah.
Oh, Yasir Shah got 100 too.
Oh, we always get dicked by tail end batsmen, don't we?
Everyone's high scores against
Oh
Australia.
my God, they always wag. I think the one that annoys the shit out of me, Daniel Vettori never got out against Australia. He was just annoying. I think Yasir Shah's kind of the same as well. Like he always scores heaps of runs against Australia.
He can bat. He can bat.
He can bat. Who's someone else? Like I feel like one of the England players. Like we always get Broad out, we always get Anderson out, but like Mark Wood,
Mark Wood can
Chris
throw the
Wokes.
bat.
Chris Wokes always
Yeah.
does well against us. Santner for New Zealand.
What's he done
Uh,
against us? He bowls pretty good.
he bowls all right. All right. Cheers for watching this episode of the Cricket Show, I guess.
Well, yeah, this Super Coach Cricket Show.
Super Coach Cricket Show.